What does quantitative easing actually do? Does it really have the power to move markets? If you're a small investor, you probably know that when central banks increase the money supply, it can cause asset prices to rise. But what happens when they decrease the money supply? Well, it can cause asset prices to fall, but it doesn't always work that way. When central banks buy assets with newly printed money, it increases the demand for those assets, which can drive up their prices. This is why quantitative easing is often referred to as a form of market manipulation. You see, quantitative easing doesn't just affect asset prices, it also affects the value of currencies. For example, if a central bank buys $100 worth of assets and then sells them for $90, that's a $10 loss. So who bears the brunt of this loss? Well, it depends on who's buying the assets. If it's the government, then they'll just print more money to make up for the loss. But if it's a commercial bank, then they'll have to raise prices to make up for the loss. And where do you think the extra money will come from? It's not like banks just create money out of thin air. They lend it out to their customers. So when banks raise prices, that extra money flows directly into the pockets of their customers. But it gets even weirder. You see, when central banks sell assets, they usually do so at a loss.